Let me see. I don't even know what should be the first topic. The first topic should be Diddy seeking bail again, I think, because Diddy wants to get out of jail. Diddy wants to get out of jail, and his lawyers are basically making an argument that he should be out of jail because it's been a while. No, not that it's been a while, but that similar cases such as he is get bail. It's like, so why can't Diddy get bail if other people have done similar things and have gotten bail? And I asked the same question when I heard about the Abercrombie and Fitch man. Okay, apparently the Abercrombie and Fitch man got out on bail. I think he got out on $10 million bail after being accused of sex trafficking young boys and assaulting young male models for Abercrombie, and he got bail. And the difference between him and Diddy, A, we ain't seen no video. That's one thing. And B, he is Caucasian. Okay. But, again, it is what it is. We don't get fair treatment in the courts, and we never will now with y'all current president that y'all voted in. But I'm digressing. But according to the Jasmine brand, Diddy is once again seeking bail while awaiting trial, filing a new motion this past Friday, which was yesterday. His lawyers argue that he is offering a $50 million bail package yet again with extensive surveillance to prevent flight or witness intimidation. They compare his case to others where defendants with similar charges were granted bail, including a CEO involved in a sex trafficking who faced a much lower bond. And I just told you who it was, Abercrombie. Despite these claims, Diddy remains in MDC Brooklyn after being denied bail multiple times, with a judge declaring him a danger. He faces charges of racketeering, sex trafficking, and related offenses, with his trial scheduled for next May. What y'all think about this? Y'all think Diddy coming home? Do y'all think Diddy deserves bail? What do y'all think? Put a 1 in the chat if you think Diddy deserves bail. Put a 5 in the chat if you feel like he needs to rot in there until he faces a judge. Let me know what y'all think. You said Diddy should remain locked up. Okay, Miss Sparkle, I'm just saying. Are they purposely trying to keep us distracted? I don't know. You said 1, he should get bail. He should get bail. Oh, the Facebook people saying 5, he need to stay in the jail. They saying 1, they saying 5. You saying 5,000. Okay. Some people saying 4. She don't know. She kind of in the middle. Shasha said he should remain. Well, okay. Maybe they know something we don't know, because clearly they do, because keeping him in jail over the things that they are claiming that he did, that he hasn't been tried and convicted, I feel is wrong, simply because the Abercrombie and Fitch man got bail, and 50 million is a lot of money now. Like, I'm just saying, he could get house arrest, he could get something. I'm just saying, you saying release that man, and he is like, it's not like he can go anywhere and wouldn't nobody know who he is. I don't know. Exactly. Trump not locked up, and he did worse. Okay. You saying free Diddy? Child. Well, there's that. But the Abercrombie man, let me look up the Abercrombie man. I'm going to read his. Hold on. Crombie. Trafficking. Hold on. What's his name? Former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, and 2 other individuals charged with sex trafficking and interstate prostitution. This sounds worse to me. Defendants allegedly arranged for dozens of men to travel to New York and hotels around the world for sex events. They was having their own freak offs. A 16-count indictment was unsealed in federal court today. In Central Islip, charging former Abercrombie and Fitch Chief Executive Officer Michael Jeffries, along with Matthew Smith and James Jacobson, with sex trafficking and engaging in interstate prostitution. The indictment alleges that between December 2008 and March 2015, Jeffries, Smith, and Jacobson used a combination of force, fraud, and coercion to traffic men while operating a prostitution enterprise. All three defendants were arrested this morning. This was October 22nd, a couple of weeks ago. Jeffries and Smith are scheduled to make their initial appearances this afternoon in federal court, blah, blah, blah. They made their appearance and they were granted bail, but I'm reading this just to give you the background story. As alleged in the indictment, former CEO of Abercrombie, Michael Jeffries, his partner, oh, that means that was his boyfriend, lover, husband, Matthew Smith, and their recruiter, they had a recruiter, honey, James Jacobson, used their money and influence to prey on vulnerable men for their own sexual gratification. Today's arrest showed that my office and our law enforcement partners will not rest until anyone who engages in sex trafficking or interstate prostitution, regardless of their wealth or power, is brought to justice. They were in New York too. Mr. Pease expressed his thanks to the FBI Miami field office, West Palm Beach resident agency, and the FBI Milwaukee field offices, Eau Claire resident agency, the Barron County, Wisconsin Sheriff's Office, and the United States Attorney's offices for the Southern District of Florida and the District of Minnesota for their assistance. Today's indictment highlights the alleged abhorrent behavior of Michael Jeffries, Matthew Smith, and James Jacobson. The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions. This case is yet another example of individuals using their wealth, power, or reputation to manipulate and control others for their personal gratification. The FBI and our partners won't allow these criminal acts to go unchecked. Child. They getting the people. But look, this is the gag because Jeffries is out on bond. Hold on. What's his name? Child, I forgot the man on it already. The Abercrombie man, Michael Jeffries. That's his name. Michael Jeffries bond. Hold on. I'm going to read that. Michael Jeffries bond. Okay. Here it is right here. The next day. The next day. On October 23rd, former Abercrombie CEO Michael Jeffries released on $10 million bond in international sex trafficking case. And this was on the 23rd, October 23rd. Y'all remember it was October 22nd when the news came out. The next day, he was released on $10 million bond, but his partner, his boyfriend, husband, man, Matthew Smith, will remain in custody until his arraignment. That's because he ain't have enough money. He didn't have enough influence. Let's listen to the thing. Oh, and it's the commercial. Let me let the commercial go on. Michael Jeffries, 80, appeared in West Palm Beach federal court this afternoon with his life partner and co-defendant Matthew Smith. The pair facing New York federal sex trafficking charges that could put them behind bars for life. Hold on. Let me see.
CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, Mike Jeffries.
Yeah, I know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act allows made fair use.
Appearing in federal court in West Palm Beach, he is one of three men at the center of an FBI investigation accused of running a prostitution and international sex trafficking operation.
The defendants allegedly preyed on the hopes and dreams of their victims by exploiting, abusing, and silencing them to fulfill their own desires with insidious secret intentions.
Good evening. I'm Felicia Rodriguez. Investigative reporter Terry Parker was in court.
That's what I said too. Sound like a RICO to me, but they only throw the RICO at the black people. Does RICO only mean black or Puerto Rican? But we don't care about them. Does it only mean the blacks?
For today's hearing and has been digging through that indictment. She learned prosecutors believe these crimes were going on for years.
The indictment charges that from 2008 to 2015, Michael Jeffries, his partner Matthew Smith, and their employee ran an international sex trafficking ring and prostitution business. And they used a network of people to make it all happen and to keep it secret. In court today, Jeffries appeared calm. And when the judge told him that he knew his lawyer and he was excellent.
You talk about what Diddy did. We don't know. Listen, he hasn't been found guilty of any of that. Those are just allegations. Those are just allegations. How we know he did all that? You said he allegedly unalive folks. He allegedly blew up Kid Cudi's vehicle. He allegedly slapped Drake and others. He allegedly did those things. Everybody deserves their day in court now.
Excellent. Jeffries said, good. I'm glad to hear that. 80-year-old Michael Jeffries, former CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, looked calm, wearing a navy pullover sweater and white pants, leaving federal court surrounded.
I wonder if he's wearing Abercrombie. Look at him, back all hunched over. Look at that. Look at that. He old.
By his lawyers after the judge ruled he could go free on bond.
Mess with the little boys.
Trafficking charges. Prosecutors agree with his lawyers on a $10 million bond secured by a house he co-owns with his wife in Fishers Island, New York.
I ain't defending nothing, but y'all need to have the same smoke for this Caucasian man that y'all have for the blacks. Y'all need to have the same smoke for this man right here with these big ass teeth that y'all have for the blacks. Okay, I'm just saying. Look at him. Stealing the little boy's innocence. Should be in, but up under the jail.
Jeffries will be fitted with a GPS ankle monitor and restricted to his home on Palm Beach. The indictment states that Jeffries, his life partner Matthew Smith, and an employee of theirs used their power, wealth, and Jeffries' position at Abercrombie to entice more than a dozen young male model hopefuls to attend parties where they were forced into sex acts.
It sounds like they was having freak-offs. It sounds like they was having freak-offs. How many bottles of baby oil did the Jeffries man have at his house? I need to know. How many bottles of baby oil? Where is the computer? Where is the videotapes that they took from this man's house? Listen, we need to know. They did all that. They told everything on Diddy. Why they not telling nothing on this man? They arrested him on the 22nd. He got out on the 23rd, and we ain't heard nothing else about it.
To anyone who thinks they can exploit and coerce others by using the so-called
the same district attorney
couch system, this case should serve as a warning. Prepare to trade that couch for a bed in federal prison.
Prosecutors say Jeffries used the promise of being an Abercrombie model to coerce the men into sex, often using drugs. The indictment says their employees scouted the young men from across the world and invited them to parties where they were then forced into having sex with Jeffries and Smith and others.
Jeffries and Smith employed James Jacobson to act as a recruiter to find men. Jacobson engaged in, quote, tryouts with men across the world where he would tip.
This across the world. They weren't just going across state lines. They was all over the world, in Europe and Egypt and everywhere. I'm just making up stuff. But they was all over the world, in Dubai. They was everywhere. And child, it's a mess.
Typically pay them to engage in sex acts with him.
The indictment follows civil lawsuits alleging the same charges. One of those plaintiffs, David Bradbury.
So today marks a big step forward on behalf of David Bradbury and the other survivors in this action. The arrest this morning served as a validation in their bravery for coming forward and sharing their stories and experience.
I'm only making a point that this man is out on bail and he was worldwide with his freak offs. I'm just making a point. I'm not saying that either one is right or either one is wrong. I'm just saying that there's a huge difference when one is out on bail and one is still in jail and can't get out on $50 million. I mean, why?
And our law firm looks forward to continue representing all survivors of abuse and ensuring that all parties are held responsible.
Jeffries will be able to go home to his Palm Beach condo tonight. His partner must remain behind bars until marshals take him to New York to be arraigned. And their employee was also arrested in Wisconsin. In West Palm Beach, Terry Parker, WPBF. 25.
They went all the way to West Palm Beach and brought them to New York. Okay, one of them got out on bail. The other one waiting for extradition or whatever you call him. But yeah, he the one that got the taste. I bet he was at Diddy's parties too. I bet they said all of those CEOs were stepping down. Y'all remember that? The Nike CEO stepped down. It was a whole bunch of CEOs stepping down around the time Diddy got arrested. But let me mind my black-owned business, child. I'm just saying, before they come get me, child. I have my papers. Let me go get my birth certificate.